Howdy and welcome back to Cuphead. Today we're going to try to get the Divine Relic, which is the purified version of the Cursed Relic. And to do that, I think the conditions, they vary. In my case, I had to defeat 6 normal enemies. Basically, I chose to go for 6 on aisle 2 and 1. The easiest ones. But you get to choose which ones are the easiest for you, so you don't have to, just choose the ones which are easier for you. And you have to, of course, equip the Cursed Relic to beat those bosses, but also you have to beat 2 DLC bosses, I think, because in my case it took 6 normal enemies and 2 DLC bosses. Using the Cursed Relic isn't too bad. I'll say that one of the greatest things about using that charm is that you get to switch weapons at will. The bad thing is you don't have any control over the weapon you get. But once you get a weapon, all you have to do is just hold the attack button. As long as you don't let go or you don't dash, you will keep the weapon you currently have, which is a great thing. I think Crackshot is one of the best addition in when it comes to the weapons. It's really good. It's like a better version of the pea shooter. Not the pea shooter, the chaser, which is really bad but really good too. Not only can you switch weapons while you have the Cursed Relic equipped, but you can notice that sometimes you have the dash smoke, smoke bomb. I forgot what the name is. The ability which allows you to dash through attacks. It can sometimes be, make an appearance in the fight. And also, every time, you know that new charm? I think it's Hurt Rain. For your first, 3rd, and 6th berry, we get health back. And in my case, every time I had the Cursed Relic on, it was activated all the time. So yes, you start with 1 HP, but if you perform 6 berries, you have the ability to get 3 HP back, which is great because the DLC bosses are kinda nuts. Some of them are kinda nuts, and it's tricky to beat them without getting hit. So the extra health is always welcome. And thank God you don't have to beat actually all the bosses in the DLC to be able to get the divine charm. That would be insane because some bosses, they are just annoying. Just straight up annoying. Let's go. I feel like Loki, this might be, even when it's cursed, the fact that you can actually switch weapons mid-fight, for me, is already great. It's already great. It's not that bad. Those guys are actually weak when you can confidently go against them with 1 HP. Doesn't mean you're not going to get hit or you're going to do it in 1 try. I mean, unless you really know. Oh, also, you don't have to beat them in expert. You just have to go there with on regular and you're going to be fine. Thank God. That would have been just a nightmare to do that. I just love the ability to switch weapons depending on the situation. Before you was just able to use 2 weapons at once, but now it's like you have the whole loadout. Yeah, it's a pain. Sometimes you don't get the weapons you want to get, so you have to keep shooting. Like you shoot once, it's not a good weapon, you release the button, then you shoot again. It really depends on what you want. But I feel like when you're far away, you want to use either roundabout or Crackshot. Crackshot is like really good. But the sad thing is, when you have the charm equipped, you cannot use the girl. And Chalice is kind of broken. I feel like some fights in the DLC were made specifically for her, because it's way harder to beat the bosses with Cuphead or Mughead. It's significantly harder. The Frog Brothers. Those guys, I think those ones were the hardest for me on Expert on IO1. They were the hardest ones, especially with the slot machine. I just kept dying. But playing on regular, it's just so much easier. It's just great. It's just so much easier. I think you already see that my health. I got 1 HP back. So yeah, I think if I do it again, if I do another parry, I'm going to be able to get some health back again. Something to note is that the charm does not change your super. I just have this super just in case I get hit. Since I already have 1 HP, I don't want to die. But I don't feel like with the first 5 bosses you don't need that super. You can just go for damage and you'll be fine. I kind of forgot I had it and I never took it off. But that one charm is going to come in clutch when we get to the DLC bosses, because those guys are just annoying. They are great, but annoying. With how much work went into the DLC, I really want to know how much time it took to actually make the game. The first game, the original Cuphead. I really want it, because it took 5 years. I'm pretty sure some things happened in between development. But like, I really want to know, like, how much time did it take to make Cuphead? 7 years? 8 years? Now, my guess will be 5 years, or 4 years too. Because it did say, I don't think that that's accurate, but it did say that it took, that the DLC bosses, they have more animations than the bosses in the original game. So that really makes you think about it. And maybe we won't see a sequel anytime soon. But I really hope there will be a sequel, because this game is just pure fun. It is hard, but it is just so fun. And when you're using those planes, your weapons also switches. Like, the same thing applies, except you can only cycle between 2 weapons. The bullets and like those missiles. I mean those bombs. So it's like the regular. It's like it's easier to control because you cycle between only 2 weapons. So that's fine. I think Chalice is broken, and I feel like if you were able to use her while using, the cursed, because she has no downside. I think the one downside she has is, she has none. If you get used to double jumping and actually rolling, I feel like she's just way too good. She has 4 HP from the start, and there's no drawbacks, none. I mean, maybe when it comes to the parry, because sometimes she can only parry, you cannot like drop on something to parry. You can only do it from the side. Ouch. Only from the side. We cannot, it's not always great. That's the one thing I would say about her. Everything else is like pretty much, she's broken, and she's awesome. I think now you can see I have smoke dash or something. I forgot the precise name. But I can dash through attacks, which is, this charm is broken. And thank God Chalice cannot use that, because I will be like insanely broken. I love this boss fight a lot. I love the boss fight a lot, except for this guy. This guy He's super annoying, especially when you have those little guys coming from the castle. Oh, it is a nightmare. Oh, I should have just... See, now I get to use crack shot. And as long as I don't let go... Oh god, this guy is super easy, except when you have to jump, because you want to avoid the little guys on the floor. But this guy is like the easiest ones. Can I get... I accidentally killed the little guy. I wanted to perform a parry. I'll say that's maybe... Actually, I did say that was a downside for Chalice, but sometimes being able to, you know, to dash into a parry is better than jumping into it. It feels like all the bosses were made specifically for you to play as Chalice. It's not like impossible to play, especially Moonshine Mob. Moonshine Mob is like a nightmare to handle. I mean, for me, it's like a nightmare to handle in the second phase. With the music and it just is a nightmare. Whereas with Chalice, it was so easy. I just had to, you know, duck in the corner and keep rolling to avoid the waves. But with Cuphead, I don't know, you have to go around and it's way harder. I feel like she should be. She's oh yeah. Crackshot is like, it is cracked. It is super cracked. A great weapon with no downside. That's unusual. I really love this guy. He's like one of the easiest ones in the DLC. I also love all everything happening. It is annoying to deal with, but oh, we got crack shot. So as long as we don't let go or we don't dash, we're going to be fine. We need every single parry you can get. Crackshot is really good in this fight because it also takes care of the those little dwarves. They are very annoying too. And I'll say this right here might be the hardest part of this whole fight, because you have to pay attention to the ground and to the sky, because those guys are throwing the ball at you. So just to be safe. Oh, that's unfortunate. Couldn't get that parry there. Very unfortunate. This phase is so easy. I mean, I feel like this whole fight is easy with Chalice because you can just stay on the ground and roll. You can just roll and you don't have to jump a single time. I think this phase might be the easiest, but the fact that you cannot tell which one is going to open its mouth is the reason why I died a lot. I died a lot here. But avoiding attacks is actually fairly easy. You just have to mind your environment and you'll be fine. Using that power just in case. But I also have 3 HP, so there's no way I die. Yeah, there was just no way I die. So the Cursed Relic is not that bad. When you think about it, you can get health back if you perform parries. Yes, you have to perform the parries and you get to cycle between your weapons, but as long as you don't get hit the first time, you'll be fine. It's not that bad. And last but not least, we have this guy. On my first playthrough, I noticed that this guy isn't that bad. For me personally, I think this phase right here is the hardest one. Mostly because of those guys falling from the, falling. Those very annoying guys. But also, Mugman struggles with the parries because you have to jump. You have to jump to get the parries, and If you do so, sometimes you will bounce off the parry and hit the guy in the air. So I don't usually like parrying in this fight using Cuphead, which is why Chalice is so much better in this fight, at least. Making sure to dodge the ice cubes. Get that parry, very important, just in case we get a third one. Ooh, I knew I was about to get hit. There was no way I was not getting hit there. This is why I have this super to protect me, just in case. So I'm cycling between my weapons until I find crack shot, which I did. I hit this eye. It's actually one of the easiest attacks to dodge. You just have to stay on the platform, but I just forget. I forgot, I guess. And I cannot get that barrier up there, so it's fine. If you just stay on one platform, you'll be able to avoid the eye entirely. You don't even have to move. This one's also very easy. That was close. That was a very close call. He should be dead, and he is dead. So with that, I just received a trophy. So Paladin. I didn't even know there was a trophy associated. I didn't even know there was a trophy associated to the thing. That's a B minus. Oh, that's a B plus. Never mind. Yeah. Wait. Yeah. The music changed. The music changed and. The charm is looking mighty fine. Divine Relic, Ranger's Talisman, then grants a virality. Oh, okay. So, what does it do now? Let's see. So, I figured maybe all you need to do is kill 5 bosses, 5 normal bosses from either idle 1, 2, or 3, and then 2 DLC bosses. Maybe the reason why I had to kill a 6th one is because I didn't kill 2 DLC bosses. So maybe you need altogether you need to kill 7 bosses. But in my case, I had to kill 8. Maybe just as me. But also, the charm still does the same thing it used to do before, except this time I feel like I have coffee and hurt ring at the same time. Maybe actually a 3rd charm activated. I can still switch my weapons at will, which is broken. It is broken. I just love it. I forgot what that ghost does, but that must be my that after image. I feel like this is another charm. I forgot what it was, but basically, Divine Relic is officially the best charm in the game. You cannot control the charms you will get, but if you get good ones, that doesn't. See, right now I have the dash. I have Hearth Ring and something else. This is amazing. This is amazing. Wow. Well, thank you guys for watching, and I hope you get to unlock the charm too. It is broken, and I love it. I'll see you in the next video. Hopefully, stay safe and bye bye.